The garden spider is not loud, not fast, and not feared until it is seen. It waits without motion, suspended in a structure so precise that even human engineers study its geometry. In gardens, fields, forests, and quiet corners of human spaces, the garden spider operates as both architect and executioner, shaping ecosystems one invisible thread at a time. Garden spiders belong to a broad group of orb-weaving spiders, most commonly within the genus Arthropods. Their evolutionary roots stretch back over 300 million years, long before flowering plants, birds, or mammals shaped the landscapes we know today. Spiders survived mass extinctions not through strength, but through efficiency. Silk was the key. It allowed spiders to control space without occupying it. The defining feature of the garden spider is its web. Perfectly circular, geometrically consistent, and rebuilt daily, the orb web is one of the most efficient hunting tools in the natural world. Unlike predators that chase or ambush, the garden spider lets physics do the work. The web captures kinetic energy, absorbs impact, and restrains prey without breaking. Each strand is placed with intention, guided by instinct refined over millions of years. Physically, the garden spider is built for stillness. Its body is divided into two main sections, the cephalothorax and the abdomen. Long legs radiate outward, each equipped with sensory hairs capable of detecting vibrations so subtle they register before sound or sight. Vision is secondary. Touch is everything. A single tremor on the web carries information about size, location, and struggle. Coloration varies by species, but many garden spiders display bold patterns of yellow, black, white, or silver across their abdomens. These markings are not decorative. They disrupt visual outlines, confuse predators, and may even deter birds. Some species include a zigzag pattern in their webs, known as a stabilimentum, believed to reflect ultraviolet light or strengthen the structure. Its purpose is still debated, but its presence is deliberate. Web construction follows a strict sequence. First, the spider releases a silk line into the air, allowing wind to anchor it elsewhere. From this single thread, a frame is built. Radial lines extend outward like spokes. Finally, the spiral capture thread is laid from the center outward, coated in sticky droplets. The spider memorizes the structure, knowing every tension point. Silk itself is a biological marvel. Stronger than steel by weight, flexible, and biodegradable, spider silk is produced in specialized glands, each type serving a different function. Dragline silk supports weight. Capture silk traps prey. Wrapping silk immobilize victims. No material is wasted. When a web is damaged or abandoned, it is often consumed, recycled into new silk. Feeding begins when vibration signals movement. The spider rushes not in panic, but with precision. If the prey is dangerous, such as a stinging insect, the spider immobilizes it with silk first. Venom is injected through hollow fangs, breaking down internal tissues. The spider does not chew. It drinks. Digestion begins externally, turning prey into liquid nourishment. Behaviorally, garden spiders are solitary. They do not cooperate, do not share webs, and do not tolerate intrusion. Mating is one of the few interactions they allow, and it is fraught with risk. Males approach cautiously, often plucking the web in specific patterns to signal identity. Even then, survival is not guaranteed. Habitat choice is strategic. Garden spiders select areas with high insect traffic and stable anchor points. Gardens provide ideal conditions, abundant prey, vegetation for web support, and relative protection from extreme weather. Their presence often indicates a healthy insect population. Predators include birds, wasps, and larger insects. Environmental threats include pesticides and habitat destruction. Unlike aggressive hunters, garden spiders rely entirely on their webs. Destroy the web repeatedly, and the spider will leave. Persistence matters. Ecologically, garden spiders act as population regulators. They reduce flying insect numbers, including pests, without eliminating them. Their role is balance, not dominance. Remove them, and insect populations surge unpredictably. Human perception of spiders is often fear-based, rooted in misunderstanding. Garden spiders are not aggressive toward humans. Bites are rare and medically insignificant. Yet their appearance triggers instinctive reactions. This disconnect highlights how aesthetics shape fear more than actual threat. The garden spider does not roam. It builds. It does not pursue. It waits. Its power lies not in motion, but in control of space. Each web is a temporary kingdom, existing for a single day, dismantled and rebuilt with quiet precision. In this cycle of construction and destruction, the garden spider demonstrates one of nature's most efficient philosophies: do not fight the world. Shape it. To fully understand the garden spider, one must first appreciate the physics of its world. The web is not decoration. It is a living instrument, engineered through instinct but governed by mathematical precision. Each strand is placed at a specific tension, optimized to absorb the kinetic energy of flying insects without snapping. The spiral threads stretch on impact, slowing prey while distributing force across the web. This is not trial and error. It is inherited engineering, refined across millions of generations. The stabilimentum, the distinctive zigzag or cross-shaped silk pattern seen in many garden spider webs, has puzzled scientists for decades. Some evidence suggests it reflects ultraviolet light, making the web visible to birds and preventing accidental destruction. Other studies propose it acts as camouflage, disguising the spider's outline among intersecting silk. There is also evidence that it strengthens the web structurally. The truth may be a combination of all three. Nature rarely commits to a single function when efficiency allows overlap. From the spider's perspective, the web is an extension of the nervous system. Vibrations travel through silk faster and with more clarity than through air. A struggling insect sends a signature tremor, revealing not just location, but identity. A heavy beetle vibrates differently than a moth. A trapped wasp triggers immediate caution. The spider reads these signals without conscious thought. Reaction is automatic, precise, and final. Fear defines the human relationship with spiders, particularly large and visible species like garden spiders. Yet this fear is rarely grounded in danger. Garden spiders are not aggressive. They do not hunt humans. Their venom is designed for insects, not mammals. Bites are extremely rare and typically result in mild, localized discomfort. The fear persists not because of threat, but because spiders violate human expectations of movement, symmetry, and stillness. In ecosystems, the removal of garden spiders creates imbalance that often goes unnoticed until it is severe. Flying insect populations increase rapidly. Pollinator behavior shifts. Crop pests multiply. Chemical intervention follows. What was once regulated naturally becomes artificially controlled, often with collateral damage. The spider's absence is silent, but its effects are loud. Culturally, spiders occupy a strange space. They are symbols of patience, fate, creativity, and fear across civilizations. In many traditions, the spider represents the weaver of destiny, a creature that shapes outcomes without force. This symbolism is not accidental. The act of web building mirrors systems humans recognize: networks, traps, communication, and control through structure rather than power. Climate change introduces new challenges for garden spiders. Altered weather patterns disrupt web stability. Increased storms destroy structures faster than spiders can rebuild them. Temperature shifts affect prey availability and reproductive timing. Some species adapt by changing web placement or construction timing. Others decline quietly, replaced by more generalist predators. Despite these pressures, the garden spider remains resilient. Its life cycle is efficient. Energy investment is minimal beyond silk production and reproduction. Each day is a reset. Webs are rebuilt. Mistakes are corrected. Loss is accepted. This rhythm allows survival in unstable environments. Reproduction concludes the spider's cycle with brutal efficiency. After mating, females focus on egg production, wrapping hundreds of eggs in protective silk sacs. These sacs are hidden among leaves or anchored to structures, shielded from predators and weather. Once laid, parental involvement ends. The spider's purpose is complete. Many adults die shortly after, their role fulfilled. Fidelings emerge not into guidance, but into instinct. They disperse using ballooning behavior, releasing silk threads that catch the wind and carry them across vast distances. This passive migration allows spiders to colonize new areas, spreading genetic diversity without movement of the body itself. It is one of nature's simplest and most effective dispersal strategies. The garden spider's success lies in restraint. It does not overhunt. It does not overbuild. It does not compete unnecessarily. Its web is temporary, its life short, its impact precise. In a world driven by excess, this efficiency is rare. To observe a garden spider at work is to witness patience perfected. Hours may pass without movement. Then, in seconds, action resolves tension built across time. The web resets. Silence returns. The system continues. The garden spider does not seek dominance. It seeks balance. It exists not as a monster of gardens, but as a quiet guardian of order. When left undisturbed, it asks for nothing and gives stability in return. In the end, the garden spider leaves behind nothing but absence when it is gone. No web, no trace, no sound. Only the sudden chaos of insects once held in check. Its presence is defined not by what it does, but by what it prevents. To understand the garden spider is to understand an essential truth of nature: the most powerful forces are often the quietest. They build, wait, and hold the world together with threads no one notices until they break.